Yeah, I mean, the first thing I want to say is I'm really proud of our team. We had opportunities to, they got up by 12, 14, somewhere in there. And, that was a critical moment in the game. It could have gotten away from us. I thought our team did a really good job of handling their pressure throughout the game. Dionna Gray to have one turnover in that game was really good. Great ball control there. And then Katie's fight all season, but I mean, she was getting double teamed on about every drive, sometimes triple teamed. They played her very physical, and I thought she handled that, very well. To have 16 and 9 the way they were playing her, I thought was a valiant effort. Diving on loose balls, all that type of thing. So this team fought all the way to the end against a really good Ball State team, and they're 26 and 4 for a reason. So the margin for error in a game like this is pretty minimal, and this is great preparation for us for going to Toledo this weekend, and then the conference tournament where things really get real and matter the most.
Yeah, Katie, Coach mentioned there just the way you were playing tonight. I guess you had maybe a little bit of time for it to set in, but just your last game here, I guess just what are your feelings and how were you able to really control those emotions coming into the game and then really throughout the game?
Yeah, I just thought about it like any other day and tried to do my best tonight. I think that our fans and everything had a lot of people out tonight, and that was a great game for my last game, even though we didn't come out on top.
And then just really the run there at the end of the second half and then to start the third quarter there by Ball State, just from your guys' perspective, how were you guys able to just respond from that run and then really kind of get some momentum to carry on into that fourth quarter?
I think we had it just in our minds that this is how it's going to be from here on out, and we know that we're going to be in situations where we're going to get down some in the tournament, and just thinking about this is perfect practice for that and to keep fighting and playing together, just thinking about the next play, not worrying about what just happened.
And then what really from tonight showed, maybe from your teammates, that for your motivation and your confidence in the team just going into the MAC tournament?
Yeah, I mean, I have all the confidence in this team. Dionna being able to handle the ball the way she did and have six assists.
Yeah.
Yep. And Janae Tyler, playing hard. We had some contributions off the bench, and then just the fight of my teammates. So very confident in us too.
And then Dionna, just your role has really expanded over these last few weeks. Just what has allowed you to kind of step in there almost seamlessly and just really being able to perform well?
Yeah, everybody's confidence around me has led me to a lot of success. I mean, all my teammates and my coaches had confidence in me to step up, and I was able to do so, so I'm going to continue to try to do that for my team.
And then really just going into these last three games that you guys played, just what is your confidence in the team going into the MAC tournament?
We're going to end up on top. Fully confident in this team, and that we'll finish on top. We trained and we prepared for this moment, and there's nobody better than us.
Katie, how's Dionna grown into her role? Excuse me. Katie, how's Dionna grown into her role from where you're sitting on the other end of the passes?
I think that Dionna has always been prepared to come in and do what she's doing right now. I think that she puts in the work. She gets in extra reps all the time, and just the way that she plays, how hard she plays, and how much she cares about it, it's no surprise that she comes in and is able to affect the game the way she does.
Anybody else questions for Katie or Dionna? I guess this was a game where there was a lot of physicality and it was very intense. What's key when you go down like that to kind of have confidence in yourself to battle back?
I think that obviously we struggled a little bit tonight with the physicality, and this was just great practice. We're going to get more practice on Saturday, and just being able to play through contacts, be strong, and try to force our will on people and be the aggressor.
And this one's for either of you guys. What's kind of, as you reflect on your season, what's impressed yourself most about your skill set?
Personally, are you saying?
Yeah, personally, your ability. What's impressed you the most about yourself?
Just being able to continue to get the ball to my teammates and give my ball to the hot hand. And then defensively, we take a lot of pride in our defense, not just me, but everybody on this team, to sit down and guard individually. So I think that's really important for us.
Yeah, and I think the same thing. I think that, like Coach said, from here on out, it's not going to be easy for me to get the ball in the spots I want to have it in. And obviously, I would like to have done a better job tonight, but this is practice, and we'll do better. I'll do better next game.
Hey, before they leave, I just want to say once again that Kent State has been fortunate to have Katie Shumate here for 5 years. This is her last game on this court, and I'm really proud to have been her coach. We got more to do, but she has literally left parts of her body out there on the court over the last 5 years. Multiple surgeries, hours upon hours in the training room, getting her body back to put back together, and the level of toughness that she has had and the way she's handled herself at Kent State University as a student athlete is second to none. And I just want everybody to know how proud we are of her and what she's given here, and have more to go, but really proud of everything that Katie's meant to Kent State women's basketball.
Thank you.
Thanks, appreciate you.
Like you said, you're a couple plays, like 3 plays away from winning that game. What do you need to get those 3 plays?
Get to the free throw line more. You got your 2 best players shooting 10 for 37,
Yeah.
and there was a lot of physicality out there. They need to be able to finish through contact. It's going to be like that in Cleveland, like they said. But I think their game plan was to play us physical. That's exactly how they played, and it worked to their benefit.
Was the block charge on Tatiana with like less than a minute to go, was that a key play to you as much as it looked?
Why don't you tell me what you think on that? Because, I'm not going to make a comment on that.
You can't comment on referees, but it was a key play, certainly.
It was a very key play. It was a very pivotal play.
And then I guess just what really stood out tonight in comparison to the first matchup with Ball State?
Yeah, they're 2 very different games. I thought this game was probably a lot more entertaining to watch than the first one. The first one was, it was a low-scoring game. I would say that the first game was probably more physical than this one, even. So I think we're a better team now than we were at that point in the season. I think we've continued to improve. I think this team, in response to, we keep talking about losing our starting point guard. It's like losing your starting quarterback. And once again, I'm really proud of the way Dionna's come in and really contributed, and she's really handled herself well, played with composure. Her teammates believe in her, coaching staff believes in her. But this team has continued to get better, continued to improve. And I think we're close to where we need to be for Cleveland. The game against Toledo on Saturday is their senior day, I think, and I think the top 3 seeds are kind of set. So we'll go up there and use that game as an opportunity to once again prepare to win, prepare ourselves for what comes next. The most important thing is 3 days in March in Cleveland, and look forward to that. But I like where our team is now. I love coaching this group. They care about each other a lot, and that makes coaching them a lot of fun.
Then you mentioned the physicality of the game, and especially the first one against Ball State. You just said, I guess, just how do you prepare a team for a game as physical as like that? Because you might see them again.
Well, we got some guys that are that practice with us and that type of thing, and they provide us great practice for those situations. Typically when you get to conference tournaments, it does get more physical, I think, and you have to adjust to the whistle. And so I thought we did a pretty good job of that. Obviously our field goal percentage needed to be a little bit better in some of those situations, but other than that, I think we've continued to adjust and get better at that, and we can play physical as well.
What is the team trying to focus on as they near the MAC tournament next week?
Yeah, I mean, just once again, doubling down on fundamentals and playing really solid basketball. I mean, that's at the end of the day, execution on the offensive side and staying connected defensively, and then you got to win the battle of the glass. I mean, we won again by 6 on the boards today. One of the key stats is that we got 15 offensive rebounds and only 17 points. We really need to convert at a higher rate off of the 15 offensive rebounds, and that could have made the difference. But those will be our focus. Connectedness on the defensive end, offensive execution, and then once again rebounding the basketball.
And then can you just talk a little bit about Janae's game since she's become a big part of the team? She's had to step up.
Yeah, I mean, once again, Janae is a freshman. At this point, she's not really a freshman anymore. She's played a lot of minutes. She's continued to grow. She took a little shot there in the game. We'll go back and review that and see what that was all about. But took a little shot and needed to sit. And then the opportunity for Tatiana to come in and give us a really big spark was great for her and great for us. But Janae has continued to mature and grow as a player, and she's going to be really good for us moving forward.
Any other questions, Coach? No? All right. Thank you.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Thanks for your patience.